Angel Reese says, an Angel's dream. Of course, she's not going to miss Chicago because she hates her teammates. We all know that. We found that out last year when she drowned them all like baby kittens in a tote sack viciously when she drowned her teammates last year. And I'm sorry for the visual, but I'm just keeping it real. So trade summary per Annie Constable. Atlanta Dream get Angel Reese and a 2028 second round pick swap.
Atlanta believed bringing in Angel Reese would ignite a massive wave of merchandise sales, but instead, the opposite unfolded. The apparel is barely moving, fans are growing increasingly frustrated, and the criticism is intensifying by the hour. What was meant to be a headline-making superstar arrival has quickly turned into an unexpected wave of rejection. So, why are fans not buying into the hype? And what does this early backlash reveal about Reese's future with the Dream, before she's even stepped onto the court?
Angel Reese! In the headlines, the main story in the headlines for the first time since she was following a certain somebody around, doing the John Cena can't see me. It's taken 3 years, but finally, Angel, you have returned. Angel Reese traded from the Chicago Sky to the Atlanta Dream. And the reaction has been nothing short of hysterical.
The Atlanta Dream believed they had pulled off a major headline-making move, but the internet reacted like someone had just claimed pineapple belongs on barbecue ribs. The second Angel Reese arrived in Atlanta, what should have been a celebratory rush for jerseys quickly spiraled into a full-blown PR mess. Instead of fans lining up to buy Dream gear, social media turned into a chaotic wave of backlash, doubt, and people openly saying they wouldn't spend a single dollar supporting the decision.
I get a 2027 first-round pick and a 2028 first-round pick. You gave up 2 first-round picks for Angel Reese? What? Okay. Okay. I guarantee you, some people will actually believe in their own little minds that Chicago got fleeced. Yeah. Okay.
That's what makes this whole situation so intriguing, because on paper, none of it adds up. Atlanta didn't bring in some raw rookie, still trying to find her footing. They secured one of the biggest names in women's basketball. At just 23, Angel Reese is already a 2-time WNBA All-Star, a player who has built a reputation as one of the league's most marketable stars. She's the kind of presence that typically guarantees attention, headlines, debates, and cameras tracking her every move.
I cannot believe ESPN pays for this type of analysis. Angel Reese is the biggest star in basketball? The same Angel Reese who just hosted a Barbie event in Miami last weekend where no one showed up. Angel Reese isn't even the biggest star in pretend basketball. She is getting outshined in a league where outside of Caitlin Clark, there are no stars. And you expect me to believe Angel Reese is the biggest star in basketball?
Angel Reese came over from the Chicago Sky with top-tier production, putting up more than 14 points and nearly 13 rebounds per game across her first 2 seasons. Chicago ultimately moved her to Atlanta, receiving 2 future first-round picks in 2027 and 2028 in return.
The fact of the matter is she got traded for almost nothing. The specifics of the trade were that she got traded for a first-round pick in 2027 and a first-round pick in 2028, along with a pick swap that Atlanta gets. So, what does that mean? That means specifically that Angel Reese essentially got traded for probably the 12th, 13th, 14th, or maybe 15th pick in the WNBA draft.
Normally, a move like that sends merchandise sales through the roof. Fans usually rush to team stores like it's concert pre-sale day, with websites struggling to keep up. A new superstar joins a contender. Headline typically means sold-out jerseys, packed arenas, and front office executives celebrating like they just hit the jackpot. But Atlanta got something completely different. They got backlash. And it wasn't just rival fan bases jumping in, because that's expected. This came from a loud portion of basketball fans who instantly labeled the move a mistake before Angel Reese had even settled in. Then came the harshest part, fans openly bragging that they wouldn't buy any merchandise. That's when the whole jersey sales collapse narrative really took off. Because in sports, jersey sales aren't just about clothing, they're like an emotional stock market. They reflect belief, excitement, and whether fans see a player as the future or as a costly gamble waiting to go wrong. In Atlanta's case, too many people treated Reese's arrival less like a celebration and more like a questionable decision. Some fans argued the team gave up too much to get her. Others believed Atlanta already had a solid system in place and didn't need a star who tends to draw controversy wherever she goes.
Dream already selling the Angel Reese jerseys. They had a feeling they weren't going to be moving too fast, so you know what they did? They put them on sale. Oh, that's right, folks.
There were even takes suggesting that Angel Reese's polarizing image had started to outweigh her on-court impact, which is basically the sports world's way of saying, sure, she produces at an elite level, but have you seen how intense the internet gets? And intense it definitely was. The backlash wasn't just about basketball decisions. It came from something deeper. Reese has grown into one of the most divisive figures in modern women's sports. No one brings her in expecting things to stay quiet. That would be like bringing home a peacock and expecting it to blend into plain wallpaper. Atlanta made this move specifically because she shifts the entire energy of a franchise. She brings attention, boosts ticket demand, creates media buzz, and carries that rare star power smaller market teams spend years hoping to find. But instead of instant excitement, her arrival turned into a full-on debate.
At least we now know she is not a franchise player for any team. Oh, but you got some mad. Oh, F y'all franchise. Whoa, they're mad, boy. They are mad. I'm loving this. I am loving it. Boy, Jeff, F you. Man, the crash out. Thank you for the crash out. Yeah, never seen a franchise tank like this. Oh, this is wild. F Jeff, we free. I wonder how y'all gonna get in the seats now. Y'all wasn't selling out in Chicago with Angel Reese. What the hell you talking about? How big is that place down there?
Over in Chicago, the mood couldn't have been more different. While Atlanta debated the move, the Chicago Sky seemed almost relieved to move on from Angel Reese after a strained stretch and back-to-back losing seasons. That decision fueled critics, turning fan hesitation into a form of protest, refusing to buy merch as a sign of doubt. Now in Atlanta, Reese steps into a high-pressure situation where expectations are massive and patience is thin. The Atlanta Dream are betting her talent will silence the noise, but her polarizing image keeps the spotlight intense. If she delivers, the narrative flips instantly. If not, the backlash will only grow louder.